Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us in this space that we are creating to help educate and entertain in all areas of real estate.
So get ready to get real with Jen and Shell.
Welcome back, everybody. And we are here for a very special episode. And I only say that because in this episode, we are going to discuss one of the most important things in your life, and that is your mom.
Your mom, it's Mom's Day this week.
I mean, shout out to all moms. We keep everything moving and running in our families. We are Uber drivers. We are counselors. We are doctors. We are therapists. We are chefs. We are maids. We are tired. We're tired.
We're overly caffeinated, probably.
Most assuredly, but could be worse.
Yeah. So raising tiny humans is a tough job. Okay. We know that. We have
Tiny humans.
Yeah. It's hard to raise them. No one prepares you for the teenage years. Those teenagers, they're just so hard to raise. Okay. It's hard.
I would argue, I would one up those preteens.
But we want to celebrate all the moms that are going through it. Okay. I know that we're getting close to into school. So there's some extra pressure there with all the field trips and the things and the yada, yada, yada. So
That's so much.
I don't know. So much testing has happened. Anyway, we want you guys to take Sunday and make it all about mom. If mom wants a spa day and for you to leave her alone for the entire day, you do that. Okay. Don't make her a handmade card and then ask her to make dinner. Okay. She'll want to make dinner. Give her a break.
Yeah. Yeah. So I have to ask.
Yeah.
Jen, what do you want for Mother's Day?
I want a spa day and to be left alone.
Oh, so see, that wasn't just a generalization. That was a very specific request.
Ted will be listening to this.
I was like, Ted, run interference.
Yeah. No, I'm really kidding. I love spending time with my kids. It's great. So for all of you people out there who are not able to celebrate your mom because they have passed away or you have an estranged relationship, something along those lines, we're thinking about you too. We want you to still have a good day and still reminisce on maybe some really great times or maybe just have a chill, relaxing day. Take your mind off of it. And if you feel like you need to clean something, you're welcome to come over.
I will send you my address. Cleaning is a great distraction.
I do like a good clean. I also want to if you have not had the opportunity to have children yet, and I know that that's a pretty heart thing. You go through a lot of emotions as a mom and as a person that wants to be a mom that maybe can't have children. There are a lot of people out there that are dealing with the same things. And so our hearts go to you also. And so you should be also celebrated just for being amazing because women are amazing. We can do all the things.
We are. And on that note, there's actually a luncheon that is called Missing Moms. So whether you've lost your mom, don't speak to your mom, or want to be a mom and are struggling in that department, or it just hasn't happened for you yet, there is a luncheon of like-minded women that will get together, and I will post the dates and time of that whenever this drops so that if you want to attend, you are more than welcome. I have not attended yet, but I'm invited every year, and it's always on my calendar, but children. So, what are you going to do? So, all of that to say, how does being a parent coordinate and correlate with the potential of buying a home?
Yes. So, one of our favorite things about moms and dads is they like to co-sign. Yes. So we have something called a kiddie condo, which is where you're going to college and you need somewhere to live because you can't live in the dorms anymore. You've already done that 1 year. And so a parent can help you purchase your first home and you can be the primary on the house and mom or dad could be the secondary. And they're called a non-occupying co-borrower and they can help you purchase your first home.
And let me tell you, so I was an only child and I was the center of my mom's world. Okay. Everything that woman did revolved around me. Never in a million years would she have bought me a house. Never. And I'm the only one. But when I got my real estate license and I started working here in the Lubbock area, the number of parents who cash in on this opportunity to save a lot of money and make money by doing this, it's astounding. And I felt very unloved for a little bit. And then realized that I shouldn't be surprised because my mom literally served me my cell phone bill when I turned 16. She was like, "Hey, yeah, this is yours now."
I mean,
Tough luck.
yeah, tough love. Well, also, like my parents didn't buy me a house, but when we needed some help buying our first house, they were able to gift us some funds. Gift funds.
Gift funds. That is something that we actually see quite a bit. And I want to say the requirements for gift funds have gotten a little bit more user friendly over the last little bit. One thing that I always like to tell my borrowers and buyers is that if we are going to be utilizing a gift, the biggest thing that we need to see, it's called the Trinity of the gift. We need to see the birth, the life, and the death of the money.
Like, guys, I don't know where she comes up with it, but it makes so much sense.
Yeah, it's the easiest way to explain it. I was like,
I kind of love that.
I have to see where the money is. I have to see where it's going, and I have to see where it ends up.
Yeah.
That's all I need.
That's awesome. Also, it's really helpful if you are thinking about getting a gift from a family member, which is wonderful, and we love those. It is easier if you will just have them wire the funds directly to the title company. Okay? If you take cash from someone, can't use it. If they transfer funds from their account to your account, now we have to do even more documentation to prove where it came up.
The birth, the life, the death.
Yeah. If they send it directly to title, then we just need a wire confirmation, and then we can get with the parents and get a gift letter. And so it's a lot easier for everyone involved. So just remember, though, no cash. That's not gift fund, no cash.
Let me reinstate this fact. No cash in the mortgage process. Cash is not real. Cash does not exist.
Where did it come from? We don't know.
We don't know.
We can't prove it. You can't prove it. You can't have it.
Yeah, it's not real. I don't see. It's like John Cena. You can't see me. No, I can't. I don't know where you are. So, zero cash.
You know what? You got some cash? This is wonderful. Save your paychecks in your account to buy your house. Use your cash to buy that fridge and that furniture because you're not using your credit cards either. I know we've talked about that. We're just going to
just plug it all in here.
Yeah.
So, in the mortgage process, no cash. That's not real. We're pretending you don't have credit. Don't use it. Don't make big purchases. Don't make big deposits.
Yeah.
Don't make big withdrawals. Actually, just don't do anything with your money until you talk to your lender.
Within reason.
Within reason.
Like, I don't need to know when you're going to the grocery store. Yeah. Just go to the grocery store.
Well, what if the grocery bill is like $1,200?
I mean, that sucks. I have a family of 5 and ours is never that much. I'm sorry, my ear is itching and my nose is running. I'm an allergy sufferer. I have no idea what's happening.
She is struggling. She may start twitching at any point.
It could be I may have had too much coffee.
Okay, first of all, we will never speak ill of the bean.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not upset about it. I'm just feeling like really all over the place.
Anyway, so it's not frowned upon to get a gift. I know some people kind of get that mentality when they're trying to buy a home, like, oh my gosh, if I can't do it on my own, should I even be doing it?
Yeah.
More people utilize gifts from family than you would think.
Here's why. Because you probably do have some funds saved up and you can definitely make a mortgage payment and because you're already paying rent. So we already know that you are capable as a human to make a payment every month. However, saving up for not only your future mortgage payments and your down payment and some closing costs, because those always sneak up on people, suddenly it's a little bit more expensive than you initially thought. And so we have programs in place that can definitely help you with some of that down payment, some of those closing costs, help you with their rate. Like we can do a lot of really fun and creative things, but you are probably going to need a little bit more funds than you thought. And so in the event that that happens, we just game plan and we just ask you, hey, is anybody willing to help you through this process? And it may be we need a co-signer. It may be, do you think somebody can gift you some funds? And then we'll try to keep it at a reasonable amount. There may be times where, like, we have a client who is purchasing a home and they're getting a huge gift from family because it was an inheritance that was left to them. And so we just had to document it, and that was wonderful for them because they were able to get a home that they really love. And so I think it's just planning. You know, we talk about the roadmap to homeownership all of the time, and this is just one piece of that little roadmap.
Yeah, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. I think the millennials probably struggle the most with the idea and concept of getting a gift to help purchase a home, because I think that for the most part, we as a generation have been kind of harshly judged about being maybe lazy and undriven. And so we kind of develop a little bit of a hyper independence trauma response when it comes to finances. And we're like, I don't need anybody. I can do it on my own.
Look at me.
And I say that as someone who suffers from hyper independence. Case in point, moving a fridge alone.
Dude. Now I am on the opposite scale. Okay. You know, all of those like, you live with your mom forever. Yeah, I did. Okay. I'm not even sad about it. Okay. When I went through a divorce, my parents let me move in. I was ready to move out, but they were like, just stay. We'll help you with your son. And I was like, cool. And so I did that. I don't know what I would do without my parents. We kind of lean on each other. So there are times when we help them out and there are times when they help us out. And we're seeing a lot more of these multi-generational family homes.
And
I mean, we don't hang out every day.
we don't always see each other.
Yeah. I mean, do we sometimes get on the phone and like say no words and also work? We are so weird. Okay. But it helps because like if something comes up, we're like, yo, what do you think about this? Or how about this? And so we're like able to collaborate really fast. And just pick each other's brains, which is really fun for us. And it helped me win Realtor Olympics over Shelly's team.
Oh, whoa.
I forgot to tell you guys. On a team. Shout out to Renee Burgett, Jenny Bowler, and we went to Realtor Olympics, which is like test your real estate knowledge. And we got second place. And I'm proud of that.
Huh.
I also beat Tracy.
I also beat Tracy.
So
That's a hill I'll die on because I got that one. Listen, so I had a team. Okay, I am incredibly competitive. Okay? And so I had a team, and I had Russell McGuire, our fearless broker over here at Exit Realty of Lubbock. And then I had Braley Solis, and I had Thina Ramesh. We were
great team.
A great team. We were phenomenal. We did our best. Do you know what killed us in this competition? All of our other events, we scored extremely high in. The trivia, we did not.
The trivia was hard.
The trivia was not real estate practice related.
No, it was like
LAR related. And I'm sorry, Holly and Cade and Tanya. I don't know nothing about y'all. I love y'all.
It was like, who was the first woman president of LAR and what year? And you're like, what?
Yeah.
Ask me about some contracts.
Yeah. Ask me about my 2402, bro. Like,
I really thought that was going to be on there. Or something about Flex MLS.
It's anything. Anything that's practical would have been great. Anyhow, yes, my team did take third place. No, we were not gracious about it.
Not at all.
Not because we were like pumped that we placed, and then they announced the second place team.
I may have gotten in her face a tiny bit, just like over celebration. Also very competitive. It was pretty rude, and I apologize.
Do you?
No. I hung up. Okay, in our house, we have these shelves, and we put all of our kids' awards there, right? Because they get lots of trophies. We want to celebrate them. We want them to feel important. And so it's like right by the front door, all of these shelves full of things that my kids have done. Great accomplishments. And now mom's second place little, what was it? Like a medal. Medal. It was a medal. That's all I won. It's some severe bragging rights. I'm so excited.
And she's been cashing in on those. Let me tell you. Listen, I am not displaying my third place medal. It is buried on my bathroom counter underneath my makeup in shame. And you may be asking, well, if y'all were both competing in Realtor Olympics, why weren't you on a team together?
It's a really freaking good question.
Such a good question.
So I didn't think that I could participate because I'm not a realtor and I'm also not a part of LAR. I don't do either of those things. So we were at a luncheon for Boss Babes of Lubbock, and they said, hey, we really want to do a Boss Babes team. Would you be on the team? And I said, oh, yeah, sure.
Just to set the scene a little bit better, I was at this luncheon, sitting just like this, watching it play out before my eyes. The betrayal was thick and quick.
I had to ask the resident organizer there. She was like, no, anyone can do it. And I was like, shoot. And I looked at Shelly. She was like, my team's full. With her eyes. She didn't say anywhere. And so then I was sitting right next to Renee and Jenny, and we were like, you want to be on the team? And then Renee was like, and crush Shelly? Yeah, let's do it. Nobody said any of those words. I'm making all of this up. So we just became all a team.
To be fair, Renee Burgett is in my office, and she did enjoy beating me.
Yeah, I did too. I got to be honest. So here we are. But it was a really fun time.
It was a fun time, and it was for a good cause. All the stuff went towards Tree Pack, which is the Texas Realtors political party. It means nothing to you guys, but to us, it allows us to have people in the room where it happens, fighting for your rights as home ownership. And that was evident with the recent raise that we had in the homestead exemption amount. That was in large part due to Tree Pack's efforts. And then also just kind of helping navigate and protect your rights as a whole and keeping us working during the pandemic. Yeah, they were a huge part of that, so we could still service our community even when the world was a little crazy.
Yeah, for sure. Well, anyway, guys, the point of the story was celebrate moms. Feel free to talk trash to Shelly, and we will catch you next time.
Bye.
Thank you so much for joining us today. We'll catch you next time.
And the only time we don't mind you pushing our buttons is right now. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you next time. Perfect.
Please leave that in.